Hi everyone, my name is Rivonia and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is On the Couch with Rivonia. I know that I'm not on my couch today, I'm on my bed. I just thought, why not a change of scenery? I'm very comfortable actually on my bed. And I know it's been forever. I know I've been gone forever, guys, but it's really good to be back. I can actually tell you the whole story of why I've been gone forever, but it's going to take up too much of my time. So I want to go straight to the topic. But before I forget, I actually want to send a shout out to the people who send me this mug as a gift. I love it so much. It's On the Couch with Rivonia. So thank you to Sit. I'm gonna type in their details below. They actually created my website as well, so shout out to them. They also do this kind of mugs, and yeah, you can just go to their website. I'll send their details below. Anyway, let's get straight to it. Today I'm going to be talking about my 2020 experience. I know it's just September, but I've been doing a lot of reflecting this week and thinking about this year overall. And funny enough, what I've learned is that after doing all that reflection is that this has actually been a very good year for me. And that's not because, I bought this house that I've always wanted or this car that I've always wanted. It's nothing materialistic, but I'm going to explain why I'm saying that this year has been so good to me. Firstly, it's because for the first time in a very long time, I actually wrote my New Year's resolutions this year. And I went back to check and I realized that I've accomplished quite a lot of them. Probably 80% of everything that I wrote down, I've already done this year. So yeah, I've started my YouTube channel. I started the public speaking classes. Yeah, but more than anything, the thing that I feel stands out for me is the fact that I feel that I'm finding myself all over again. I can't say I've found myself because it's quite a process, but it makes me so emotional that I'm realizing that I'm finding myself all over again. And I've learned that it's so easy to lose yourself. Things will happen in life that will make you lose yourself and that will make you question yourself. And the funny thing is you won't even see it coming. Like, you don't realize that, hey, I'm actually losing myself. And I realized that losing yourself can happen instantly, but finding yourself, it's a whole process that takes a lot of intention and patience. So one thing that I've learned about myself, one of the things actually that made me realize that I've lost myself was when I was invited to speak this other day. Background, I grew up as a child who's always been confident. I've enjoyed speaking in the public so much. I've always enjoyed the stage. I mean, from primary school, I was in poetry, I was in drama, up to tertiary, and I was in public speaking. And it was not just things that I did in J, but I really enjoyed doing it. But for the first time, I remember, after everything that I've been through, and for those who haven't watched my previous video, please go back to my previous video to understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get to that. But after everything that I've been through, when I was invited to speak, I remember for the first time, I was terrified. Like, I was terrified to speak. When I saw people and I stood in front, I was terrified. And I realized that, girl, this is not you. This is not who you are. You actually love this. You actually enjoy this. But what is going on? And I realized that those were, examples of how I've lost myself and how I've also lost confidence in myself. But I made a choice and I was like, I'm going to fight for you. And that's also one of the reasons that I actually started my public speaking classes. It's because I started to understand what people meant when they said, they are scared of public speaking, because I experienced it. I became very empathetic towards that because I knew what it felt like. So I was like, what? So this is what people actually feel when they say they are scared of public speaking. I was like, I'm going to create a school or an academy that's going to help people come out of this thing. But before doing that, I had to fight myself. I had to fight to become the Rivonia that I knew. I was like, it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take me going up there so many times and feeling embarrassed and being scared. But I'm going to do it over and over again until I become the Rivonia that I know, or better yet, a better version of myself. And I feel that's where I am right now. So it's very easy to lose yourself, and I don't think that you can fully walk in your purpose if you're not being your authentic self. And one thing that you also have to remember with losing yourself or living your authentic self is that if you want to fulfill your purpose, if you want to live your dreams or whatever you may call it, there are going to be people who are going to question that. There are going to be people who are not going to be happy with that. That is just a part of life. Even when you're living your authentic self, there will be people who actually question that. That's normal. It's actually expected. If everyone is fine with it and everything is going so well, you have to start questioning yourself. It's normal. People are not going to be pleased. You cannot live life pleasing people. Even scripture says that. Paul says that if I was still a pleaser of men, I would not be a servant of the Lord. Bringing it home or simplifying it would mean if I am going to walk in my purpose, I'm not going to please people. There will be people who are not going to be happy with what I'm doing, but I'm going to walk in my purpose. There's something that I read, I think a year ago or 2 years ago. I think it was by Maya Angelou, and she was speaking about living your authentic self and working in your purpose. And she made an example with the sun. And she says the sun shines apologetically. Like every day the sun comes out and it shines unapologetically, and there are people who are going to come and say it's too hot today or it's not hot enough today. They want it to accommodate them, but they have to be the ones to buy umbrellas. They have to be the ones who go under the shadow, because the sun is living its truest self. So if you're going to live life, there will be people who feel like maybe you're too much. Maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you should do it this way. But you cannot live life trying to please people. It's impossible. That's what I've learned. But there's so much beauty. There is so much beauty in living your authentic self. And remember that you're worth fighting for. You're worth being that person. I don't know what you might have lost or who your authentic self is. There are people who just give up and just leave. I feel like there are people who actually live, and then there are people who exist. You can't just exist, breathing. If there's anything that we can learn from 2020, it's that life is too short. Life is too short to live it by just existing. Go fight for your dreams. Go fight for your purpose. You are worth it, because there's so much joy in that. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. I don't know what kind of a YouTuber I am. I always forget to say subscribe. Please subscribe and also hit the notification button. So yeah, it's good to be back. I hope you're all good. Don't forget to share. Yeah, love you. Signing out.